This is it, man. This is others, man. This is Terminal Discharge. Hella excited to hang out with you all. Actually, to get us started out with, I have an interesting little story. You guys have been on our radar for a minute.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Yeah. We've been wanting to come out to the Bay. We see you guys doing a lot of work out here and stuff like that. And still not entirely sure how we linked up, but I had a friend that did sound for you guys in Outwater.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, in Outwater at the community center. You played there in December or something like that?
Not that long ago. It was pretty cool. It was a fun time. We had Dimad, wad, who was formerly Half Slug.
Oh, they were there too?
They were there, and so was Rot, actually. We really like those guys. They're awesome.
Yeah.
They have some new releases out. Dimad just put out a single called Bound, and Rot just put out Forged in Fire. Also, we just dropped an EP called Contempt. There's 5 tracks on there. I feel really good about all those. The mix on them is really good.
I thought it was dope. You guys put out you guys put out a release a year for the last couple of years, pretty much, right?
Yeah, we've been around for 3 years, and we have 2 EPs and a couple singles out.
We still don't have our EP out. Yeah, we've been out for years.
Hey,
so
you guys have a lot of traction though.
Seeing you all, I'm like, dude, that's so dope, man. These guys are doing it right. They get, it's not easy to do, to stay on that schedule. You know what I mean, and consistently put out releases like that. So
we definitely recorded 10 drum tracks all in one day, and then we were just kind of sitting on those for a while, trying to get the DI tracks from all the string players right, and we're all kind of particular, especially about the tone and all the frequencies we're hitting.
As you should be, you know what I mean. And the thing about a recording is, it feels nitpicky, but you're like, I have to listen to this for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? If there's
I hate that.
If there's a mistake in here, it's gonna be on repeat for the next, for every time I listen to it, and it's impossible not to hear those little things that you wished you had changed or whatever.
Definitely. It's like when I'm doing it, I try to do one take if I can.
Yeah.
And I try not to overthink it, but then as I listen to it more and more, I'm like, there's so many things I would have changed. But I'm stoked to just get it out and get it going, and just try not to look back and just look forward.
And you all are from San Jose, right?
Yeah, we're all from San Jose. We used to be, 3 of us used to be in Way Too Stoned.
Okay.
Our lead guitarist, Joel, it's his first band, but he's also in Vetus Mortis. It's black metal from San Jose.
Nice.
And then Kevin, our drummer, he's got a band called Disrupt the Paradigm, and he used to be in Dark Earth and Anonymity.
Dark Earth is a sick name for a band. I like that.
It's stoner metal, doom metal. Is really sick. But we're in the studio right now this next week with Greg from Deathgrave.
Okay. What studio is that?
I forget the name of it, honestly.
But it's out in
I'm
Oakland?
so sorry, yeah.
Oh, nice. No, I've been spending all the time out there.
Greg, if you see this.
Everything you need to remember goes right out your brain as soon as you start the interview.
You start recording.
Every time. You have no idea how many times I look over bands or names, EPs, and then as soon as I'm interviewing you guys, I'm like,
exactly.
you know the song.
Farts.
You know what you play, right? No, that's sick, dude. There's a band called G.O.D. I don't know if it's G.O.D. or Goad, however they say it.
Goad, those are friends of
you all
ours.
played with them a few times, so that's another one that's kind of
Gilbert's
been on our
sick, Obi's
periphery.
sick. All those guys are fucking awesome. We're hoping to put together a show with them this summer at a DIY spot with some touring bands from San Diego. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it all works out.
Is that in San Diego, or were you?
It'll be in San Jose.
Okay.
I can't disclose the location yet because if it gets popped, then the show's over.
That's cool, man. No, I totally get that. There's a handful of DIY venues that we play that are kind of like that too.
Definitely.
Actually, one Destructive Warehouse. If you guys are ever down, there's one in Fresno. That's a cool spot.
We'd be super down to go to Fresno.
Yeah, Goat played there. I want to say
gets
they played
around,
there recently.
dude. They've only been around for a year or two, and they're just making moves
hit the
constantly.
ground hard, huh? Yeah. No, that's sick. I guess I find it interesting, both strategies. So there's our strategy of just hitting the ground hard.
Exactly, and I love that, dude. You guys have a pretty strong following.
Where it's you put out good quality releases and you kind of get the traction going that way. So ideally you'd be right in the middle, right? But we're
we're just firing on all cylinders. We're just trying to get out and record and play and just keep putting more and more money into our craft and really, time and energy.
I hear that.
Our girlfriends and wives all kind of hate it, but
no, I know what that's all about.
That's what it's like.
Yeah, that's another balancing act, man. Being on the road
between work and everything,
family life and stuff like that, for sure. Dope, man.
Yeah, we haven't hit the road yet, but we will hopefully this summer if we can.
Yeah, what are you planning? Some weekend runs or?
I want to do like a weekend at least. I mean, I hate calling it a tour if it's only like 4 days or something, but I mean, it is what it is. I want to go up to the Pacific Northwest. That's my.
That'd be sick.
Big idea. Either that or going down south to SoCal.
Yeah.
Would be cool.
But hit LA and all that, and
definitely.
That'd be sick. No, dude, I think weekend runs are like that's the smart way to do it. Like 3 or 4 days.
Especially if you're starting out, you don't want to burn out like all your resources and like your energy, especially if it's not like fruitful at all.
The tour sounds cool until you start adding up the bills, and you're like, it's going to cost how much to be on the road for a week?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like just to survive out there.
Yeah, no, you definitely got to be like strategic about it and
inflation.
Plan out some. Yeah, no, dude, it's real, man. Yeah,
shout out Biden.
It's been hard lately, man. Yeah. No, we're thankful more than ever for any bit of support that we get everywhere we go.
Yeah, definitely. It's really hit or miss.
Yeah,
being like like a newer band. Like we've only been around for like 3 years, so
it's about the same time we've been around. Yeah, I think it's.
So sometimes it's just totally just crickets, and sometimes we have a huge turnout, and we don't know why. So
yeah, no. And trying to figure that, the good thing is most other people don't know why either. And when I first started like learning about marketing, you realize it's all kind of pseudoscience. They're all just guessing.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
Throwing shit at the wall.
It's just a lot of getting lucky, really.
Yeah. And then when it does work, you can say, oh, it works because this, and this, but you don't really know that. It's a retro perspective.
It's really just like happy accident.
Yeah, really, dude.
Right time.
Really,
right
and
time,
you can hedge your bets. You can do your best to make sure people come out. You can advertise.
Shout out Bob Ross.
But you never know. You never know until
you're
in there. There's been shows where we were like confident nobody was going to be there. It didn't seem like it was advertised well, but they just happened to be like a good community that's just been built, and they show up.
Or just being totally swept by like another act that's in town, like not far away.
Yeah.
And just not even realizing it.
Yeah, so exactly. The inverse is true too. I mean, you might be playing with a band that you've always wanted to play with, and for some reason didn't get the pull that they should have gotten that night. It's just it's all hit or miss, man. Like you said, you learn.
Yeah, we played a show the same night as that big RBS show that was in San Jose off Monterey Highway. There was like 3,000 people there, and I was like, cool, maybe like people. I went to that show, and I was like, maybe people.
You went too?
Yeah, I was like, maybe people will get the spillover. People will show up to our show.
Anybody for not showing up to yours?
Nobody showed up. We played for other bands. That was it. I didn't even get free drinks or anything.
Damn.
It was whack.
Damn.
It's all good.
Hey, playing for other bands ain't bad, man.
It's not bad. We need some friends. I'm always down to make friends. That's why I'm in this business.
Exactly. If the room's empty, go hang out with some of the band members.
For sure.
Nerd out on their music, their craft, what they do, and figure out where they're at. Hit them up, ask them what venues they play, where they've had good luck and bad luck, So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
we played Cafe Colonial, and the headliner dropped out like the day of.
Damn.
And we still had a huge turnout, and it was fucking awesome.
That's
what
I was saying.
People there.
Thankfully, the day of, so hopefully people didn't get wind of it too fast and still come out and support.
Definitely, like when a crowd moves too, like that's just the best feeling. I don't even care
always
if we make like any money at all.
Yeah.
Like if I just get people moving, that's my main goal. Really.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, man, you got your eyes set on the prize for sure.
Yeah, dude.
It's all about that interaction.
I'll give away shirts. I'm like, just take this stuff, move with us, dance, reach out and touch somebody. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, and I've mentioned it to the guys before, but you have no idea like what kind of night they're having. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like we know from our perspective, what we're up to, our little gripes, the things we're excited about.
It could be a really big release for someone else.
Exactly.
And I'm happy to do that.
Exactly that. There might be a kid in the crowd that's like talking about this night for the rest of their life as though.
Oh yeah, dude. Potentially. I mean.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I've been to plenty of shows when I was like a teenager, and I was like, this is the best night of my life, and I'm just hanging out with my boys, and we're just fucking running the streets after the show and just hanging out.
Exactly. And there's no indicator
for us
super
to bad
know,
moments.
Like if other people are having that same experience. In there tonight or whenever we play,
Exactly.
What I mean?
You have no idea the effect you have on people until like they come up and tell you, and they're like, dude, like my mom died a couple of days ago, and like I just needed a good night, and this was it. Like someone told me that one time, and I was like, that's a lot to unpack. Thank you.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. So I have a handful of those in my back pocket. Whenever I start beating myself up, getting upset, I'm not here, I'm not there. You know what I mean? I'm very future orientated, so it could be easy for me to feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But I keep a handful of those in my back pocket to remind myself
keep you moving.
of like, are you really doing that bad if so and so had this experience at your show, or so and so said it meant this, or
I totally feel that 100%, dude.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing like when I was in another band, I used to sing for Way Too Stoned.
Okay.
And we would play at the Elegant. We used to play at the Elegant Pub all the time, which is like a just like a diner / bar in East Side San Jose, kind of like where I grew up. And all these kids ran up to me in the parking lot, and they're like, "Hey, are you the singer for Way Too Stoned? Do you do resin hits?" Like, and I was like, "This is an awesome fucking feeling." Just like 10 kids just saying like, "Hey, I like this song." And that's like enough.
Like the guy's in a band called Way Too Stoned. He takes resin hits.
Yeah. Dude's desperate.
I gave you my firstborn, I gave you a son. I don't need a person, but you are working the dawn.
You guys are working on one right now. Is that what you
said?
We're
working on. We're going back into the studio.
Put out one. I thought
I know. We're planning to release it later in the year.
Yeah.
Maybe like
doing it
towards the end
of
summer or something. Yeah. Just we have a lot of songs. It's just like hard to nail them in the studio.
Oh,
you know, just like it's so time consuming.
Do you find that they change in the studio? Like do they start out as one thing in the practice spot and then like in the studio turn into something else?
We rehearse them so much that like we usually have it
pretty consistent,
pretty cold calculated by the time we're ready.
Yeah.
So it's like we set a target and we just hit it.
No, that's good. That's good. No,
I feel like there's no time to like experiment with it. Like if we're
especially in the studio. Right?
Yeah, it's just this is a lot of money. We're all like blue collar guys. Like me and one of the guitarists, we do tile. One of us is an electrician. Like we all just have like day-to-day jobs.
Yeah,
so
don't we all, man? Yeah.
Only so many hours in a day.
This is what we do,
Yeah,
but,
man.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not what pays the bills. So yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. This is sick, dude. I'm hella excited to go in there with you guys tonight. I'm hella
excited
to catch
for
you
your
all
set,
for the first
dude. I've
time.
never seen you guys.
I mentioned my buddy did sound for you all in Atwater.
Yes.
Dude,
that was a really good show for us. We sounded great.
He raved about you guys, and it's crazy because this was before he knew that I was going to play with you guys. So he's like, "Have you heard of Terminal Discharge?" And like, actually, I've seen their name on some flyers. You guys can play with them. I'm like, eventually you might run into him. Like a month or two later, you guys hit us up, and we're like,
I've been listening to you guys.
You're never going to believe this, bro. Guess who I'm going to play with? And he's like, who? Terminal Discharge, bro. He's like, no way.
You guys are from out that way, right? Like Merced or Modesto or something?
Yeah, we're from Merced. And
I get those two confused all the time.
It's like 10 minutes from Atwater. It's like, okay. So it's like Atwater's right outside of where we're from. And I just thought it was a trip that this dude was like, amped up about you guys, raving about you guys. And then
Love to hear it.
2 months later, I'm like, dude, you're never going to believe who I'm playing with, man. So he might be here tonight, actually. He was saying he's going to try and come out. He really wants to catch you guys again. And he said you guys sounded sick that night, and I was just tripping out, especially because in Atwater, man, we don't have like any shows out there in Atwater. So,
but the ones that you guys put out, like you guys turn out, right? Like,
especially like
Bakersfield's like that too, right? There's not too much going on, so
dude. Dude. Bakersfield's amazing.
We played with Viscerate out there, and
Viscerate's sick, dude.
Viscerate's so fucking sick. Yeah. He puts on such a good show.
Oh yeah,
he's a total showman. I remember I went to the green room when we played with them in Lodi. And they're just like putting like black paint on each other's arms and like decks and stuff. And
he turns to see some behind the scenes.
Yeah, he's got the gloves on. He's like, "We're not divas or anything. If you want us to start now, we can start now." There's no like, he's just going on, just being like the most like humble dude.
Yeah.
but just like totally like out there to perform.
Did he run on the crowd? He's real good.
Oh yeah, he stands up on the tables. He's got the pig mask.
Yeah, that guy's
he's making people uncomfortable. I love it, dude. Yeah. I'm sitting there the whole time, just like.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's like a god to me. It's fucking hilarious.
Those guys are sick, dude. I could see you guys definitely going really well with those guys.
Oh, dude, it's such a fun show.
No, Bakersfield, man. No, that's definitely a good place. We played Jerry's a handful of times. And
I've never played Jerry's. I really want to. I know that's like a stepping stone for like a lot of like bigger bands like metalcore and death metal, and everything in between, like deathcore and
I felt
hardcore.
the same way about that place as I do here, where it's like it was definitely on the bucket
for
list.
Sure. Yeah.
Definitely one of those legendary venues that you want to make sure and you hit up at least once in your career, So
definitely, this is our second time here.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure.
Nice, and thanks for having us here, man. Again, like I said, this is a place I've always wanted to come out and visit, and to be able to play is even better. As soon as I walked in there, dude, seeing all the graffiti and everything, I'm like, oh, yes.
I'm home.
I'm home. Exactly. I can be comfortable in a spot like this, man. Sick, man. Well, this has been good. I just wanted to do
great.
Just wanted a cool little introduction. I
appreciate the hell
I
out
can't
of
wait to get in there and tear it up with you guys, man. I can't wait to catch
you guys are gonna be sick, dude. You guys are up third.
Any you want to shout out your socials or anything before we
just
head out?
Terminal Discharge. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. More active on Instagram than anything else.
Yeah, same.
And just support your local scene.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Thank you.
Live, laugh, limp, biscuit.
Thank you.
Outside of the glory, beats on the flesh. I'll come to the dark, I'm also like